On today's episode of the Argument Table by EFI, we'll consider the roles of the different gender in a conversation. Should a woman stay quiet during a conversation, or is she allowed to air her view, especially in the presence of our male counterpart?
Hi everyone, this is EFI TV. My name is Splendor, and guys, introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is T-Bao.
I'm here, you are here with Etsuma and Andrew. Yeah.
This is Prince Carly.
Cook them today.
Okay, so there was this thing that was trending online recently where the lady pastor was saying that, a lady pastor was saying that women are not supposed to talk.
Lady pastor.
Yeah, if there's an argument. Like, not necessarily an argument, like if you're out with your spouse as a woman, if you're out with your husband and he's maybe talking with people or there's a conversation going on, you're supposed to keep mute, not say anything, because nobody wants to hear the opinion of the woman. And she even backed it up with scripture saying that in the Bible, Paul said that women should keep quiet in church. That if they have a question about maybe the sermon of the church, they should not even ask it. They should go home and they should ask their husband. I don't like the way you are nodding. I don't like the way you are nodding.
So agree with that.
No,
Okay.
so I feel like that's a very sexist, that's a very outdated, way of thinking. In 2024, even not even in 2024, women are never. I understand that in history, right? Women were seen as the lesser gender, and they did not have their own rights. It was just recently that in some parts of Africa, or not even Africa, in some parts of the world, that women, it was recently in the late 90s, like 1970 something, that women could open their bank accounts by themselves. Very recently, before women were allowed to vote in some parts of the world, recently, and it was just recently that I think in 2012, that women were allowed to make changes to their passports in Nigeria without the consent of their husband. So we understand all of those things, but I think that statement that she made is very demeaning to the female gender, and it's not something that should be, especially on the altar.
Okay. My question is, the person that said it was a female pastor, right?
Yes, a female pastor.
Okay.
So she was teaching in a women's conference or something.
Okay, yeah. And what I want to say before, I know a lot of us have a lot of things to say. Our body is boiling out. So, but what I want to say is, I believe there's one thing that I believe, that everybody's subjective to their own opinion. So either you're a woman or you're a man. I believe that anything that you want to say, whatever mindset that you have, whatever thing that you are thinking, you are allowed to say it. The only thing that I'm not in line with is when you are trying to session it, try to say, okay, your gender, this gender, because the scriptures say that He created us in His own words, image and likeness. So it does not actually say He created woman separately, He created man separately. The only thing He said act of man, He brought out what?
The woman.
The woman. So
does that make her the lesser gender, or what does that make?
She came from the man.
Okay.
She shouldn't compare herself to be the same way gender, or gender, or the same position with the man. You get?
Honestly, my own opinion here is, like the last time we had discussion with you, because this discussion is going to lead us to gender equality.
Seriously,
yes, because that is where it will go to. I know that is how it will end up. But my own point is that me personally, I define gender equality not the way everybody defines it. You understand? So a woman can be equal to man in her own ways.
Okay.
That is why I say that.
Okay. In our own way, what
yes, in her own ways. There are things that a woman, there are responsibilities that a woman is supposed to carry out
Okay.
that should be doing.
So are you saying
And-
God's responsibility now is to deprive her from saying something in the church? Let's say
Okay, I wanted to explain my position before I
Okay.
tackle this
Okay.
thing. But the thing is, what I'm trying to say is that talking about gender equality is not necessarily everything that man can do or that man is doing, or whatever man is allowed to do, woman should do the same. I disagree.
That is the thing.
I disagree. So, but my own definition of gender equality, even as a woman, any woman, okay, let me give an example. Let me say a husband and a wife that they really want love or peace in their own family, they definitely, even the woman, a woman that wants peace and freedom and everything in her own family, she will not want to stand with the man in
Like shoulder to shoulder,
that mentality of we are equal.
We are equal. So
Yes.
we are married, we are equal.
So-
That is
No,
from the
no.
woman's sense.
But is
No,
marriage
no.
not more like partnership?
It's that
Yes,
that
it
is that is
So
that
are you're saying that in the rights of the woman, like the relationship between the man and the woman should be complementary, knowing that the man has his own roles, the woman has her own
God bless.
roles.
That
So
is
it
the
will be
point.
complementary.
Yes.
But what we see in our society these days, not even these days, what we've been, the reason why we have this whole gender, what they call gender war, I won't call it gender war, the reason why we have this whole feminist movement is that women have not been given, all through history, we have not been given the same respect as men. What we're saying is women and men, they are human beings. They
Of
should
course,
both have
yeah.
equal rights.
No.
They should not have equal
That's
rights.
a no.
No, talking about equal rights, it's in what sense?
They should both have equal
what
rights.
we
I
are
feel
talking
like,
about.
for instance, now what this lady pastor said, if we're having a conversation, it's just like now, the three of you are guys now, you're men, and you're having a conversation, and you're saying that because I'm a woman, I should not even be in your midst. I should not contribute to this
No,
conversation.
it doesn't.
To some extent.
To some extent.
Yes.
Wow.
To Kadi, please, to some extent.
No, I just can't.
Very traditional man.
From there,
Okay. You have a point.
Let me speak.
We from Delta State, we command the respect saddled with us. We like respect.
But should it be commanded? They should be earned. I'm just saying.
Yes, it could be earned, but then, I want me bring an instance here. I was having one discussion with my girlfriend back then, a few days ago though. So she asked me what I want from a woman, or like what can make me really
For a love.
For a love,
not for a love. What can really make me break up with her?
Break up.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, well, nothing much. I don't really have much things to say concerning that. But then, what I want from her is just respect.
That is.
If you don't respect me, I'm going to have a serious issue with you,
Yeah.
and I might not even end up with you. And she was like, in what way? I explained to her. She was like, okay, but does that mean she will have to be like she's in bondage, or she doesn't have any right to talk to me, or
But
if I'm wrong or right?
does respect mean that you are in bondage?
I
That's what I think.
No, that's not what we
That's what I think.
That's not what
You
we
know,
think. Like the first statement you made, you said command respect. Respect is reciprocal to the gender. You don't
Yes.
demean the woman in your life.
That doesn't mean we're
Or-
demeaning them.
No. What I'm trying to
Yes.
say is, when women tend to, they mirror your character. They mirror what you do. You lead, they follow. That's how it is.
Okay.
So if you do not act in a way that deserves respect, for instance, you don't, like I said, you don't command it. You don't like you must respect me, or you must. Naturally, it should flow. Respect is reciprocal. If you treat her with respect, she treats you with respect. It's just how it is. And I believe that a woman comes into a relationship knowing that she should respect her man. That's the mindset. When you come, you know that's how it comes. But in a situation where this respect is not given back, naturally she would mirror your character and give it back to you the way you give it back to her. So respect is not something you command. It's something that is earned. It's reciprocal. You don't have to enforce it. For instance, some men will say, when you're serving me food in 2024, when you're serving me food, you should kneel. For instance.
But so I want to ask.
Traditional-
I want to ask. Is would that take anything from the woman if?
Does it add anything to the man?
It does.
That she knew.
It does. It really does.
That
Yes.
she knew.
It's part of the respect we're talking about. That's it.
That she knew.
Okay.
See, you know-
Okay. Now, that is why I
Would
started.
you kneel to
by-
serve her?
that is why I
It
started
really
by
does, okay?
that this discussion is surely going to lead us to gender equality. That is why I always want to say that equal that's gender equality of
Equality, yes.
the way man is, that's how woman is. She said it indirectly, she might not see it,
Okay.
but she said something that a respect should be earned.
It should be earned.
There are things that the woman will do that will make that man will feel respected.
Yes.
And in that essence, the man that is reasonable enough that so those things that the woman do that made him to feel respected will return that in favor in his own way of
You know the Bible
manly
said. You know the Bible
functions.
said. The Bible gave the responsibility first to the husband before the wife. It said, "Men, love your wife." And then it said, "The woman be submissive to
Totally
the husband."
agree.
These days, what we see is men not wanting to love.
Okay, let's
But wanting the submission.
let's break it down. Sorry, guys. You introduced me to a movie yesterday that I need you to see this movie
Yeah.
on YouTube that it's going to crack you up.
Yeah.
The movie was
Rush. That's the name.
okay,
of the
Rush.
movie.
Bimbo,
Bruce. Is it Bruce? Not Rush.
something
Bruce,
Bimbo
yeah. And Kule Remi.
Kule Remi and that I forgotten that other yellow. If you look at that movie, that when I was seeing that movie, it was funny, but I learned and I picked one of it. You saw that Kule Remi really loved that guy.
That girl.
That girl, which is
The
his
wife now.
wife.
Yeah, okay.
But you saw the attitude that she was giving.
What
Now-
you mean?
Now, are you saying that? And if you see the guy was very calm. You guys need to see the movie. Maybe we will play the
Some
movie.
women are just something else.
So the guy love the woman, he respects the woman, but the woman, she's I don't know how to say it.
Jezebel.
She's a woman that just something that brings different man to
See, the only what I see is that the only thing that can make a woman respect the man is even the man is damn so wealthy, like you have money.
Yeah, that's even
Yes.
Let's see. If you
That's
don't
like-
Cali.
Well, let's
Wait, no, but I want to say something. But in that area, we say it's
That's
not
a
true.
lie.
Because the only no, it's a woman that does not want to respect. That does not see. Let me tell you what brings respect. What brings respect is first the woman should love you. If a woman loves you, if she truly loves you, that thing will command respect. If she does not love you and she's seeing you as a just manage, let me just do this, let me just do maybe because you are wealthy, you are this, there's something that I'm taking for you. It will start collecting. It will not bring the respect.
But
Give her
it's
the
easier for a
word.
woman to fall in love with a man than it is for a man to fall in love with a woman. And that is
But
why
before I
God
forget
said
what
that is why God said that the man should do the loving. I like to think that a woman loving a man when it comes to marriage or relationship is consequential. It doesn't really count.
Okay.
I like to think that. But it spices it up, but I just like to
But
think that.
what I picked from what you said before Director responded was you are trying to you said there's something you said about what is happening with the men not always loving first.
Yeah, by expecting submission.
Like
somebody will say, sorry, someone said on the internet that he feels that a woman should submit whether or not the man is doing his part.
Now I disagree with that fact, but in another way is what if we are just trying to be biased or talk for ourselves, we are not going to define this in rightful way.
Okay.
If there are some men that does that, they don't want to love first, but they expected the woman to
be submissive.
And in the same way, in the same this thing, there are still some men that love first, and the women they still want something
more than that.
Yes. Or they still want something else. So in terms of the bad ones and the good ones, we have both of them.
Yeah.
So how are we going to equalize this thing? Because we cannot just say the men are the one causing this. Definitely,
The majority is the men, but okay.
yeah, okay.
Really?
But there are
Really?
still the no. I agree with her, but there are still women who are not.
Of course.
Yes. So definitely both sides there is issue.
See, what I think this generation is suffering from is this: the female, the girl child grew up seeing how the mother served the father, served her husband, and how she
You
was
are going there.
and how she was underappreciated, how she was treated, how she was insulted whilst doing that. And she grew up and like, no, I'm not doing this with me. I will not toy this part that my mother, toyed. And we see men that saw the way their father was treated like a god in their home, and they could not wait to grow up to have that same treatment. And they're surprised now that why is it that in my own generation it's not changing? That's the chaos. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Now look at something.
Wait, no,
if you
I'm
ask,
coming,
if you
you said
ask
she has the
older,
point.
no,
She has
if
the
you
point.
ask
Yeah,
older
yes.
women,
I understand, but
if you
there's
ask
someone wants-
older women, ask, just go around and do the survey. I don't know, I have not. But most of the older women that you talk to, they will tell you when they are advising the younger women that want to, they will tell you, hey, do not be a housewife. Oh, I regretted being a housewife. Let me tell you, fight for yourself first, to have a stand first, or before you go to a man's house. So, they would always tell you that they regretted, their decisions to sacrifice their self for their family and for their husbands. But this is what men saw, or the boys there saw, that their mothers were doing, and they were like, oh, I can't wait to grow up and be like this and be served by a woman. And that's the mentality, oh, you are better than a woman. So when the woman comes into your life, she comes to serve you, to help you, to be. Do you understand? So that's what, and now that's why there's a conflict. The girls of this generation, women of this generation are like, look, I'm not doing all of those things my mother, I'm not doing it. And the men of this generation, they say, we want women that are like our mothers. So that is when I feel that's where the issue is.
There's something. There's a movie that I'm working on with the Elevation Church. So very soon it's going to be out. So I'm not going to give much into about it. But what I want to say is that there's one particular story that they touch that really talk about what you just said now. And when it's out, maybe it's going to be a few minutes, 5 minutes. We'll come on a table like this, we will play it.
Now
We'll play it, yes, we'll play it, then we'll discuss about it.
So but what I want to say in that particular DC, now what you said, you are right. That because of what our parents, our mother went through. Yeah, you are right. But one thing that I always say is that you have your own life. Your parents have lived their life. You've seen.
That's an entire generation you're talking about.
Yes, your parents have lived that. You've seen. You on your own, you come now and fix out your DC. Now, are you going to before you get married now, Andrew? Before you get married to a girl, you will get to look at the girl. You will look at the guy. Is this guy putting up some of those character that I really don't like?
That is the essence of courtship.
Yes, the courtship, like during the process of the courtship, you tend to know, see, like I always tell people, thank God. I say whatever thing that you cannot correct in courtship, you cannot correct it in marriage.
Never.
Yes, whatever thing that can be corrected in courtship, you cannot correct it in marriage. So what I'm saying is that, so when you get to that kind of a place, you work on yourself. You are the one in the relationship. Okay, this man, you are caught. Oh, this guy,
But
like
is that not what is going on now? That's what's happening now. The girls are saying we will not do it, though, and the boys are saying you will have to.
So my own take on this, that the girls are not doing it or something. So any woman that I felt any woman.
This thing called.
Oh yeah, just continue.
Wait, I don't know where it take called.
No matter. Just check the last.
Because at that they come, okay, the first one are 8 minutes, the other one are 9 minutes. So that's how they come,
Check what was the last statement that we made.
Okay, I must check the last statement. So we don't get like
almost long.
No, I want to make it reach like.
This is my point. Make I not forget.
Just keep it for.
Oh Jesus! This thing don't cut stated. Jesus, this
Push
is
and go
not
front.
Nah, the ending.
You don't cut to scenes. Because
And my mind dey tell me,
Check-
if I see this thing,
Check the
this thing
battery.
will blow.
okay.
Or we fit go with this one.
No, I think we can just
Then
go-
let's just continue
no,
what we're
just
doing.
continue.
Just continue with
so that
what-
we
You don't
fully
share the
get
battery.
the flow.
20%. Let's just continue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, we're
20%.
acting.
Let's go
So
there.
what was my point?
So, but come.
So where we go pick
So no,
up?
we need to talk about that place where I
Yeah.
said mothers,
Okay.
Yes,
yeah.
just from
Because that's
just
where-
pick up from respect is reciprocal. They just
Yeah,
go to.
let's
I
go.
need to do so that they go. Wait, this one the capture.
Oh yeah, now, yeah. So no need now. We can fill it with that one now.
Yeah. So yeah, cool.
We can fill it with that one. So just
Okay.
come and make your point.
So
Okay.
okay, my point.
Yeah.
You have
You see why the importance of two cameras.
I wish I opened myself. I always
So-
use my own self. Still.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Yes.
So the point is, what I'm saying is, the way girls are going about it for me is totally wrong. Because you coming up one day or just to say that since my mom
Yeah.
was treated this way, I'm not going to be treated. Then definitely, that life, that simple or good life, yeah, you might not even see it.
Hey brother, that is truth.
You might not even see it because
And that's why they said they're not settling now.
So that was
Oh
what I'm
madam,
saying.
listen.
You know,
Let me
perspective.
just tell you something. In that movie that I told you that I'm working, do you know what the woman said? The pastor said. He said,
But you
No.
have not give us an
no, I don't want to say the movie. I want when it come out.
Just
When
give
it
us the-
come out.
just give us the-
No. When the movie come out, we'll watch it
Okay.
on this argumentable. We'll see
Okay.
discuss it. So the pastor told her that. He said, I don't like the way my father and my mother cheated, story, blah blah
Oh,
blah,
okay.
this that. And the woman
It's
said,
a trauma.
yes, I know it's a trauma. I didn't agree that. Now, do you know what the pastor said? He said, okay, if you know that this thing is real, then why are you still involving yourself with sexual immorality? Why are you still having sex? Why are you still going around with men? You are not a eunuch. What is the Bible called it?
Yeah.
Eunuch. You are not that. Then if you know that, then you should just stay away from men. You should not have anything to do. So, but why you still having that satisfaction? Why
Because it's your satisfaction.
Oh, that is bullshit.
Is she not there? Why is she talking about the parents?
No, you are talking about this, but you are.
What
There are things. Why is she punching on the parents kind of like?
It's trauma.
is
That's what
she should-
trauma.
what she needs to
An
know
entire
about
generation
I'm
was
telling you
traumatized.
that it's you
So
in
I'm
particular that
telling-
will work on your own life.
That is it.
That is your life.
What if,
said
wait,
before.
what if you work on your own life and you get married to a man like what they call them traditional men?
John, don't you have eyes? Don't you know what you want?
Love
Really?
is blind.
No, it's not.
Love is not
It's
blind.
Let me tell you.
I'm sorry. Okay,
Let me tell you something. Before I got married to my wife,
blind.
I've already watched her. I know some of her sides. So
Okay.
I look at it that in the later future, is this something that I can accommodate?
Handle.
No, it's God. Love cannot be blind for you not to
Tell me love is
see it.
blind.
You before you got married to me, or before you already know. Okay, this guy is like this. This guy is.
No, but do you know the problem, sir? Do you know the problem now? Is so many. There's this thing they call spec, right? If a lady begin to explain or tell you what her spec is, definitely is not living up.
Yes, they don't live on net.
You got it.
So if even with that, see, we just don't really know what women want.
See, no, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
We don't know what you
What are you
want.
talking
We
about?
really don't
What
know
we
what
are
you
saying
want.
is
Really.
I'm even
Really?
trying to be like,
what we are saying
Let
is
me say
simple.
something
Treat us with respect. Equal respect. What do you mean that we should keep quiet when a man is talking?
No. In that regard.
What do you mean?
okay, I'm not even tackled that.
What do you
Are
mean?
you saying you
Wait a minute.
you want to counter anything your man is
See, Andrew and Prince, in the next argument
what I'm
table,
saying.
we're going to invite another person. We're going to bring
We
joy
need
to the
even
table.
more.
So that when I do it, I cannot look like 3 or 4 days.
But then, you can't even win this.
No, we're just everybody just give joy.
Okay. Let us go back to our first topic. Well, thank God for bringing it
Yes,
back.
yes.
I didn't
The
even say
woman, the
anything.
pastor that was preaching,
that
that
she
said
wasn't-
women, a female pastor for that matter.
Imagine female pastor.
She should not
God
even be
bless
on
you.
the
That is
altar.
where I'm coming
You
from.
ought not to.
Coming from her
ought not
stupid
to.
logic.
No,
She should not be
no.
on the altar.
See, okay.
What-
No.
Let me.
Women should not talk in church, and she's preaching in church.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
No, but to be sincere, the way you explained the story,
Yes.
the woman was so specific. She wasn't talking generally. Yes, the way I understand, she didn't say don't. I disagree with that.
But-
Let me say
but-
something, sir.
Everybody
Me
is subjected to their opinion.
personally,
Why
I
is she
believe.
preaching in church? She should have
Do you
kept
know-
quiet in church.
I don't support
give that- that teaching.
support
She
when
was teaching other women.
See,
She was
in
on the
church,
altar.
yes,
She
I
did
don't
not even
support.
cover her hair. Did she cover her hair? I'm not
it
sure. She was.
covering of hair now.
Ah,
Just
she
one
went.
taking
She want to be traditional.
Let me.
No, wait, before you talk, see, I'm sorry for cutting you. One thing that like I said, you're going to speak, I'm just saying this for then you continue, is that everybody is subjected to his own opinion, subjective to his own opinion. So there is nobody, that's why when the way our government is still going,
But
that
that's
one or
what
two
I'm
things is happening, that people is, when people talk and one or two things, I don't see, there's freedom of speech, but in anything you are doing, let there be respect. Let them be. Let
them be respect for
go.
both genders.
Both gender. But let me tell you my own view. No, let me just like say how I want my own maybe relationship or something to be. That is me personally.
Okay, let's try to
in my okay. What I want is just kind of like let my woman even care less about anything. Like
Careless.
Like,
What's your definition?
How do you mean?
I want to explain that. Like let her not take anything so much on her head that she has so much responsibilities to even like go for thinking about what to do tomorrow, what to do, all those things. I just like as in yes. Let her, that is
You
my
take up the
own
role of a
aspect.
traditional man.
I'm not talking about everybody.
She should be a
understand what I'm
traditional
saying.
woman and just chill.
Okay, housewife.
What I'm saying, no, I'm not talking about housewife. No, like I want every
You
of
say that you don't
our
want the career
opinion.
part. Okay.
I want
Okay.
every of our opinion to be executed as long as it's not violating anything in the family. For instance, what she wants to do, as long as it's not taking us to another, maybe bringing source of things from outside or stress spirit or something, is what she wants.
Let her have
And as long as it pleases
I
her,
have one
let
sister
her
like
do
this
it.
that I should introduce to you so that we can, since we have the same drive,
Mm.
same vision.
Wait, who told
My
you?
sister-
And you think he's on your side?
No, but don't get me. I'm talking for myself here. That's why I specify.
Can you see
Personally.
now?
You understand me personally, but generally speaking,
Yeah.
talking about generally speaking, this submissiveness that women are running away from.
Well,
Go, yo, why not? Yes, it's not right, bro.
Yes,
We
they
are
are
right
running
about
away
that.
from it.
You're
because
right
all
about that.
these things is just that.
We're not
Let
running.
woman
No,
not
because you
submit.
think-
That is the
Let me tell you. Let
major
me tell you what the bone of contention is. Men these days want a woman to submit, the traditional, do the cooking and everything. They split the bills 50-50.
Now,
No.
I disagree.
If you want to be
not
a
all men.
traditional man,
I disagree.
Not all men.
if you want to be a traditional man, it's simple. Take up the role of a traditional
See, man does not even care about what you wear.
Then
Man-
let
man
the
does
woman
not-
be
it's
the
not-
woman.
It's just,
And
it's
even
just
like
like this
that-
situation sometimes that maybe there's no money and the place is trying to be balanced.
Wait. What I'm trying to say, and even in that scenario, it doesn't make her less of a woman and less of a human being. Like what he said, it's complementary. So even if you're saying, "Oh, I'm a traditional man," I am a traditional man, so I am responsible for the finance. I'm solely responsible for the finance of the house. Then you just maintain the house, do the cooking, have children, raise our kids, and all that, and I will take care of you and all that.
If you
Even
still
at
don't want
that,
to respect
I'm
the
coming.
man, you
Even
don't
at
respect
that.
the man.
We see that both roles are complementary and both gender deserve equal respect. What I now see as inhumane
Wait.
behavior, I'm coming, is now saying that, like what that lady pastor said, the woman should not talk when the man is talking. Number two, you, like you said, you're a traditional man, delta man. If she's coming to serve your food, she should kneel down and serve your food. Get a maid. Get a servant to come and be kneeling
No.
down to serve your food.
Why do I have
do
a
not
wife?
marry a wife. And then have to come and
No,
kneel
you
down.
can't tell me
And
to-
start
you can't
kneel
tell me
down
that.
to serve your
You can't tell me
food.
that.
So who are you?
I'm not forcing her, but you
What would you
no,
do?
I'm not
What do
saying-
you mean? Who are you?
no,
Don't you know his position?
I'm sorry.
He's the husband.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry. That's what I'm
I'm putting
That-
on her.
that- that
I'm
is-
not fucking
that
her.
is-
No,
no,
take it easy on her, please.
Please
Take it.
No,
Take it easy.
No, that's not what I meant.
It's
What
just
I'm
that-
saying is, it's just insulting. If she wants to kneel down,
That was her own idea. That was her own
if she
opinion.
wants to, don't get me wrong. If she wants, if that's how she feels, she wants to
Mhm.
treat you, then it's fine.
Good.
Compelling her
No. That's
to
enough.
say, if you are serving me food, you should kneel
That's
down.
a no.
It's insulting.
Also, I
I can't even do that.
They will say, as a man, as a man, you have to train your wife, train your woman how you want her to be. Train, discipline your woman, discipline your woman.
Okay, it's like
That is a-
no. Listen. No.
Discipline
No,
your
wait,
woman. Is she your child?
let me break that to you. Let me bring it down. Let me make you understand that. In every family, in every house, what I used to say is that a woman have the key to the house. A woman has the key to her husband heart. You have the key. You can regulate it anyhow. I've been saying that is true. So when they say discipline your wife or what is train your wife, it's vice versa. When you were saying a lot of stuff here, you gave a statement that it's like what you give to a woman is what
She brings back to you. Yeah.
So when you train your wife, if I know that you are this hot tempered and anything can back, I will train myself, train you in a way that we'll have to settle that and put that aside. So you don't pick the
No,
negative
that's not
part.
what I'm saying. That's
No.
different.
No, you say
What
train, you
you're
say
saying-
no,
no.
you say because
What
there's
I'm
a lot
saying
of people
is
can train each
what I'm
other.
saying
You will
is-
train out
what-
just to get an
One thing is
understanding.
that one thing is that
I,
we should know that before a man and a woman come together to get married, you should know that they were both trained in different backgrounds.
Background.
Different
So now
backgrounds.
both of you
What
are
I'm saying
coming
is-
now.
Yes.
What I'm trying to say is, I don't want to mention the name of this popular influencer on Twitter. He's wild. And I came across one of his posts where he was saying that women should not, your wife, if you allow your wife to be on social media, not the word allow, if you allow your
I
wife
think
to be on
that
social
should be
media,
a discussion for another time.
yeah, but I'm just saying like if you should not allow your wife to be on social media or to join some women group if you want to still have
What are you
control.
scared of?
If you want, what are you scared of? Do you get?
What are
Should
you
not allow your wife to be on social media. What do you mean allow? And then some men in the comments were saying, when my wife got married to me, I told her to delete her Facebook and her Twitter and her this thing before they come and corrupt her mind. Are you talking about a child or you're talking about a full-grown human being, an adult?
No, listen. Yes, that is right. But when I mean anybody can be influenced, don't get me wrong. Wait, listen.
Very well.
Don't get me wrong.
Very
That's why I
well.
say we are diving into a lot of topics that we should break for another session.
Okay.
You understand? But I'll just give a hint. Then maybe we can take this on another session. Because guys, we are landing on this is the argument table where we put the wrong to right or put the right to wrong. So what I'm trying to you will find. So for example, what I'm trying to say in essence is that anybody can be influenced. When we go to that social media, I don't want us to discuss it. We'll create another time.
the impact of
I have
social
a
media.
lot
So
to say
anybody
about
can be
that.
influenced.
The
So
impact.
we'll discuss about it. So don't say your this is the
I
wrong
have to say,
man.
No,
my
I have
stand
noticed on
is
that.
No,
okay.
it's
My
another
stand
problem.
is the life I want, like the picture I want in marriage is whereby when I come home, I'll be able to call my wife, mommy, what do you have for me? Like me relying on her.
Very good.
To be like she look like the head, maybe she's
Sister
the
has
one
the-
of the head.
It's still single.
And
Oh my
in
God.
return, my wife taking me her everything too. Like when she's kind of in her own down part of
Yeah.
that or something, let her know
You
that
being at night and
she's
shining
covered.
from
So in every aspect, I just want us both sides to be
complement
covered.
each other.
Yes.
So what is your
that
stand on that
my-
particular issue we opened with, where the woman was saying that
Okay, let us-
the women should not talk in churches, women should not talk when their husbands are talking, and
Okay, my stand on that let me talk from my own perspective is I won't say my woman shouldn't talk in church or in public place, but to be sincere, if my woman is sensitive enough, if she's sensitive enough, like for instance, there are some gatherings, me and her, which for her own respect, maybe from some people that don't understand her, we pay attention and either maintain silence or just for her to keep herself
read the room.
Yes, from that this thing. But I don't have any problem with that. But for her own thing from other men outside or from any other person that might have problem with that, she let her know
Let her
when.
protect herself.
Yes, that is my own stand with that.
But should people of
Alright, guys, I don't know. Prince, do you have any last word to say for
concerning what he said, Mr. Andrew said now? I think he's right. You get, because though people, let's say we humans, we have our different characters. Some people don't know how to talk in public. Get.
So by
What?
default, you are saying some women, but men
He
can
said,
they know how to talk.
please don't talk.
I'm saying by default.
Some
I just
people-
generalized it now. I didn't just specified it on women.
But we are talking
Yes.
about.
Hey, that's what I'm saying now.
No, he
But
said
then-
some people
Some
can.
people don't know how to talk in public.
Okay, I get it.
Even in private.
Let's
they can
and then
do-
now we know where we are.
Yeah, so some people don't know how to talk in public, So you as a woman, when you know that, or your man, you as a man, you are going out with your wife, and something came up and she, as in, you see your wife that she doesn't know how to present someone.
You see why I said
Hey,
like
calm down.
women.
Let-
You see why I said it.
Let's see her words. You get, she should at least, like what Mr. Andrew said, she should at least keep herself, as in just to get that respect or to avoid disgrace or having issues with your man in public because of what you
So
say.
in that essence, man can
I have
also
a
be
question.
bad.
I have a question.
Also
I have a question. You
not
are
know how
saying
to
you are
talk
saying
sharp.
that by default all men knows how to talk in public.
Not all men. I didn't say. I say we.
But
I
now
just
you now
said
narrowed it.
human.
You now narrowed it down to the woman saying that women may not know how to talk. You understand is shaking. You understand is not standing well.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
Before, let me just say, like what I will always say is definitely everybody is subjective to their own opinion.
Yeah.
I will always stand on that. See, I like listening to people. I know that no matter how stupid a person can be, there's something that he's saying. There is a meaning. There's no foolish. In every foolishness, there's a sense inside. So no matter how foolish it is, listen. So everybody acting. The woman that we are depriving from saying he should not talk in church or should not talk in this might be the solution to some certain problem.
As we have come to see in this
Yes.
world most times.
So what I'm trying to say in essence is that I'm not saying that you should go there and be talking anyhow, be talking rubbishly. What I'm saying is that anybody can talk. We are in the 21st century where there's a form of equality now. So, but what if anything that is to do it well, whatever that is what do it, what doing is what doing well. So just do it well. Don't talk anyhow. Don't say because they give you a platform to talk now, because your pastor or somebody that you now be talking without
Things that
respect.
you people are saying, there's a clause there. People are saying that women should be careful. when they talk.
No.
Because they may not be able to
The
talk
topic
properly.
you brought here was the pastor said to women. So I'm telling you, some people don't know how to talk.
And
Some women don't know how to talk well. Some men don't know how to
That's
talk
our
well.
That woman,
For that fact, I'm not
you
condemning that
don't
woman.
even-
He might be working well with that. Just the only problem is
my
that she's
own problem is why is she because
contradicting
she's
herself.
I
contradicting
think we are in a
herself. Why is she
I think we are concluding.
Oh yes, why is she pretty okay?
This
My own-
argument
look at-
people don't want to
Check,
stop.
but
Look at what
please,
let
we need
me
to
say my
continue
own.
with this and
Let me
that.
say my own.
So that we'll
my
be able to
own
finalize.
concluding talk.
Yes, man, listen.
My own concluding talk is this: respect is reciprocal. My own concluding talk is that the man and the woman, there is no gender that is lesser than the other gender. I believe what we keep saying is the woman is the weaker vessel, in the sense that I feel like that scripture has to do with the physical strength of the woman. but we tend to make it. That's what I feel.
Wait, it's
Really?
No,
I'm not arguing with the Bible right now.
It's
Really?
a concluding statement. Let her conclude.
Really?
We will meet again. The table is still fair.
No problem. No worry.
The argument table is still fair.
So I feel like it talks about physical strength, not about. So everybody should learn to respect each other. And I honestly think that the idea that the woman should not talk in public, or the idea that the woman doesn't know how to talk in public and should keep mute or quiet when a man is talking, is just to massage the man's ego.
Really?
That's what I feel.
Well, it's like everything that we discussed.
That was hot.
Man, you just bust the bubble now.
Sorry,
you know?
sorry. In all seriousness, I'm being serious now. Respect is reciprocal, and I feel like both genders should learn to respect themselves, tolerate themselves. We have people who are not so intelligent in both genders. We have people who are not so they're not so perfect in both genders. No one is even perfect. So I feel like no one should be made to appear less just because of the gender that they possess. And no one, respect should just be given to everybody, and let's live and love.
That's right. You want equal rights right now, right?
It's okay, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys, for.